Hey, bro, hit my intro.
What's happening, my visionaries? It's your man J Rock. Back in effect. I'm live and direct, and I'm coming at your neck with yet another video, baby. The video, man, as always, just like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, then just do it if you want to do it, because Jesus said this was the right thing to do. What's happening, my visionaries? It's your man J Ron back up in this thing with another video, man. About to check out Faith No More Falling to Pieces. I just want to give a shout out to my girl Roxanne, who's doing well. She's healthy, she's blessed, and she's very, very grateful for all of the positive comments that you guys have left her. So thank you once again for doing that. I really, really do appreciate it. Hey, man, shout out to Roxanne, keeping the Faith No More reactions coming along. So this one we got doing Falling to Pieces. She would like me to, delve and divulge a little bit more in depth into the lyrics of Faith No More. I would do my best, but as we know, Mike Patton is not the most, it's not the easiest, the most accessible lyrics to try to analyze, but I will do my best. But as always, let me put on my headphones of truth. Bam, we gonna do what it do. Faith No More Falling to Pieces. Let's do it. That bass tone. Like the reverb on the drums, not too much. That riff. Like the bass matching the riff phrasings, chord progression. Because the plot thickens every day, and the pieces of my puzzle keep crumbling away. But I know there's a picture beneath. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens because I'm somewhere in between my love and my anger. Like the tone on that guitar. Somebody put me together. Ooh, that bass. So number one, shout out to the basses, man. Woo! Like the different picking techniques that he's doing with the bass. Also, man, I like this, man. This is very groovy so far. Very, very kind of late 80s, early 90s, kind of rock-esque. Got elements of some funk to it, with the groove as well, the rhythm section. Like this so far. Definitely love the tone of the bass, man. Let's get back into it. Ooh, like the slap on that bass. Come on, man. Ooh, okay, like the keys. Ooh, I like that chorus pedal, that flanger too. I mean phaser. Ooh, it's breakdown. space, man.
Because the plot thickens every day, and the pieces of my puzzle keep crumbling away. But I know
I like the cadence on that.
that you're beneath. In the season, cloud my vision. No one listens because I'm somewhere in between my love, my agony. You see, I'm somewhere in between. My life is falling to pieces. Somebody put me together between my love and my.
It's very catchy too. Very melodic.
You see, I'm somewhere in between. My life is falling to pieces. Somebody put me together. Somebody put me together.
Definitely enjoyed that, man. Very groovy, very melodic, very rhythmic. Yeah, liked it. Mike Patton, man. Faith No More, man. What more can you say? And it still has that. It still has that kind of. It's a product of the time as far as the sound and the video goes, but it doesn't sound too dated in a sense. But it kind of has that same kind of quality as Epic for me. It's not one of my more favorite songs, but it's not terrible either. But it's not. It is what it is. It's a fun track to listen to. Very rhythmic, very melodic, very catchy. Could definitely just be listening to this like in the background, just give you something to move to, something to groove to. Very energetic. I like Mike's vocals on this, man. I love how Mike uses his voice like an instrument. He really flows like an instrument on the track. He experiments with different vocal techniques, different runs, different cadences, what have you. So I always like how even throughout the track it keeps it pretty fresh in terms of vocal delivery. And it's also understandable why Mike has that kind of quality with his voice, and it takes that kind of approach to singing. Is his myriad of musical influences. I mean, he plays with everything, the hip hop kind of, the rap kind of cadence and flow to the track. I mean, does a lot of things with his voice. I'm gonna try to break down these lyrics real quick. So we got back and forth, I sway with the wind. Resolution slips away again, right through my fingers, back into my heart, where it's out of reach and it's in the dark. Sometimes I think I'm blind or I may be paralyzed, because the plot thickens every day and the pieces of my puzzle keep crumbling away. But I know there's a picture beneath. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens. Okay, so he says, back and forth I sway with the wind. Indecisive. His thoughts are always changing. They're perpetually in motion. They're like a pendulum clock. They just go back and forth. Resolution slips away again. So he says that resolution slips away again. So he's saying, to me, he's saying that his ability to be firm with his decisions, to be to be immovable with his decisions, just slips away again. It's constantly like, it goes back to the preceding line, and he's back and forth. He sways with the wind. He says resolution slips away again, right through my fingers, back into my heart. So he's saying that he wears his heart on his sleeve. Everything he does, he's very he's moved by his emotions. You know what I'm saying? Where he says, move right through my fingers, back into my heart, where it's out of reach and it's in the dark. So now those feelings, those decisions, they're recessive now. They're receding it back into his heart. And he says, like, where it's out of reach and it's in the dark. He says, sometimes I think I'm blind or I may be paralyzed. So sometimes you think he doesn't have the ability to be lured with the decision. Sometimes he feels that he can't see his decision making. He can't be lucid with his decisions. He says, or I may just be paralyzed. He says maybe there's some internal factors, inhibiting factors that are constricting me from the ability. I feel that I feel a paralysis by analysis to it. Essentially, I feel that with every step that I make, I just feel stuck in all of my decisions. He says, because the plot thickens every day and the pieces of my puzzle keep crumbling away. Because the plot thickens every day, because things gravitate. These things kind of metastasize every day. They swell up, and it just gets more complicated every day. He says, and the pieces of my puzzle keep crumbling away. So pieces of my life keep on crumbling away. But I know there's a picture beneath. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens. So he says, I know there's a picture. He says, I can see it. I know it's there. I can't necessarily see it, but I know it's there. I can, I can feel it. But he says, indecision clouds my vision. So he says, I know there's a picture beneath. I know there's something within this life. There's something beneath the surface, this meaning that I'm searching for, that I see. But he says, indecision clouds my vision. The indecision, the ability to just be, resolute with his decision making. And no one listens. So no one hears him. He has all these things going on that are ailing him, that are a detriment to his life, but no one is listening. And the chorus is, because I'm somewhere in between my love and my agony. You see, I'm somewhere in between. So he's saying, man, I'm somewhere in between my love. And he said, I'm somewhere between the love in my life and the agonizing components of my life. You see, I'm somewhere in between. My life is falling to pieces. So he said, this is a plead. He's the plead. He said, my life is falling to pieces. His life is falling apart. Everything is coming, everything is uncouth. Everything is stripping away from the seams. But he said, he's pleading, somebody put me back together. Somebody please save me. Somebody please find this resolution. Okay, verse 2, laying face down on the ground, my fingers in my ears to block the sound, my eyes shut tight to avoid the sight, anticipating the end, losing the will to fight. So he's saying he's laying down in not the fetal position, but he's laying down almost in a comatose position, just completely distraught. My fingers in my ears to block the sound. He's trying to block all the external noise out from entering in his mind, from clouding his judgment. He says, my eyes shut to avoid the sight. He says, I don't even want to see what's happening in front of me. I just want to close my eyes into everything that's around me. Anticipating the end, losing the will to fight. He said, he's lost the will to continue forward. He's lost his resolve. And he's now anticipating, he's anticipating the morbidity, the reality of what he believes is the end. He says droplets of yes and no, referring to that indecision, in an ocean of maybe. Once again, referring to the indecision. So he's swaying with the wind. This is how it refers to him, swaying to the wind. Droplets of yes and no. He's always in between. He's never firm, or he's never going or one way. He's always in the middle of the spectrum, in the ocean of maybe. I like that visual imagery. Droplets of yes and no in the ocean of maybe. From the bottom, it looks like a steep incline. So from the bottom, it looks like it's high. His mountain of indecision. I mean, his mountain of trying to comprehend is just high. But I know the equilibrium's there. But he says he knows the balance is there. Indecision clouds my vision. No one listens. Refers back again to his inability to make a decision. It clouds his vision. It clouds his mind. It's paralysis by analysis. He says no one listens. He says, once it goes back to the chorus, because I'm somewhere in between my love and agony. You see, I'm somewhere in between. My life is falling. Please, somebody put me back together. So this is a very introspective, and this is such a Faith No More thing to do, to put such an introspective song into this very almost rock pop kind of song. It's very Mike Patton. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed it as well. If you have anything else to say about my interpretation, or you want to talk about something that I may have missed, go ahead, put it down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think of what this song is about. To me, it's about someone who's dealing with the demons of indecision, the demons of the demons of not trusting within themselves, allowing unknown factors to deter them from living life. That's how I kind of quickly summarize that. But anyway, y'all, As always, man. Visionaries, I salute to you. Remember, always stay blessed, never stress. Always do it for your best. Live, love life. Because why? Life is beautiful. That's why I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Whew. Deuces.
Living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick Dastardly and Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. ICE Cole, nice to be old. Y2G Steve twice to threefold. He sold scrolls, low and behold. Know who's the illest ever, like the greatest story told. Keep your glory gold and glitter. For half of his niggas and take him out the picture. The other half is rich and it don't mean shit to villain. A mixture between both with a twist of liquor. Chasing with more beer. Tasting like truth for dear. When he at the mic, it's like the place get like, oh yeah. It's like they know what's about to happen. Just keep your eye out like I capping. Is he still a fly guy clapping if nobody ain't hear it? And can they testify from in the spirit? And living the true gods, giving y'all nothing but the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics than the church got ooh lords, and they hold the mic in your attention like two swords. Either that, or either one with two blades on it. Hey you, don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it. Yeah, it's like the end to the means. Fuck type of message that sends to the fiends. That's why he bring his own needles and get more cheese than Doritos, Cheetos or Fritos. Slip like 40.